Welcome back to Sonoma Sports Network. For the Daily Wine Fantasy Report, I'm Brett Burgundy along with Skip Sauvignon. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the good folks at Jordan Vineyard Winery. Well, Skip, let's dive right into this week's picks.
We're going to start off with the kicker position, the hero or the GOAT. Naturally, we went with Sauvignon Blanc. It's a wine that you've got to have at every dinner party. I went with the 2014 Chalk Hill Estate Bottled Sauvignon Blanc. It's going to be good from 50 plus. It's a little oak aged. Sees a little more time on Surly, more of a powerhouse.
Looks like a kicker with a pot belly to me. I tend to like kickers, a little more predictable, easier to coach, a little faster in case you got to fake someone out. That's why I'm going to go with the Trioni Sauvignon Blanc. Light, zippy, quick on its feet, isn't too difficult to coach, and is very predictable. Well, Skip, let's move on into the running back position here. A lot of good wines here, a lot of interesting choices to be made.
As we know, running backs, very different positions stylistically. Some you want fleet of foot, be able to catch the pass. Other you want in a goal line situation. I want the guaranteed points at the goal line, guys that are going to score touchdowns. I went with the 2014 Rombauer Chardonnay. It's big, it's rich, it's bold, it's popular with the ladies, and it's going to put up some points.
That wine is a little flabby for my taste. Doesn't really do anything. It's big and fat. Sure, it may fall forward and get you that extra yard or two, but who really needs all that extra manipulation? That's why I'm going to go with a very different style. I'm going to go with the Jordan Chardonnay. Sure, this wine has always lived under the shadow of its older brother, the Jordan Cabernet, but this is a Chardonnay that can hit the edge. It can also has the acidity to cut through a lot of proteins. Can hit the hole, can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Little more versatile, not as flabby.
I can't argue with any of those points.
Especially since it's our sponsor. Well, that about covers running backs. Let's see if we can find something we can agree on, Skip. Let's move on to the wide receiver position.
As we all know, the wide receiver wants the ball. They want the publicity. That's why we thought that wide receiver should be a Pinot Noir. And I went with the 2013 Costa Brown Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir. It's big, rich, voluptuous, dark fruit, really textured, and it's got some grippy tannins.
Grippy tannins really aren't my thing, Skip. I don't want to be grabbed by a wine, especially one playing the wide receiver position. I'm going with the rookie, somebody that nobody's really heard of this year, but did win the prestigious Wine Enthusiast Editor's Choice Award. That's the Thralls Booker Pinot Noir. I place great emphasis on stamina at this position. It's got the bright acidity, the height. It can go up top and do a lot of special things at a dinner. It's a rookie. Nobody's ever really heard of it. It's going places, and it's the wine you're not going to see coming. Moving on to the tight end position, Skip. Very interesting position here. You're asking it to block. You're asking it to catch. You're asked to do a lot of different things. Be interested to hear your choice and see if we can find something we can agree on.
As we all know, with tight end, you need versatility. You need someone that can block, someone that can get downfield and has great hands. Naturally, I went with a ZINFANDEL. Sagazio Home Ranch, one of the all-time favorites. Big, rugged, tough, little bit of country, has a long line of pedigree, and it's going to be automatic downfield.
Some would say that the Italians should stick with soccer, Skip. I value maturity at the tight end position, especially when you're talking about a ZINFANDEL, which is why I'm going to go with the Ridge Vineyards ZINFANDEL. Their ZINFANDEL vineyards are among the oldest in Geyserville. It's predictable. You know what you're getting. I'm going to go with the wily veteran here. Moving on to the most important position on the field, quarterback.
Well, we all know quarterback is the number one position in fantasy football. You need the points. You got to go with the king of all wines here, Cabernet Sauvignon. And I went with the 2012 Jordan Cab out of Alexander Valley. This wine is polished, elegant. It's yet to be released. We've got really high hopes for this wine, and it's built to last. No drama. Everything you want in a quarterback now and 15 years down the road.
Well, we're halfway there in agreement. I certainly agree with you on the producer here, Skip. I do, however, differ with you on the vintage. I'm going to go with the 2006 Jordan Cabernet, a wine that's got some years on it, got some experience. It knows what to expect when it's sitting there in the pocket, knows how to make its reads. But at the 2006 year, it's still got a few years left in its career. So I'm going to go with valuing experience again here because I want a wine that, can hold up in a cheese course as well as with an entree.
Jordan's a great choice there, and I'm just getting word from a league insider that the Silver Oak Cabernet Sauvignon has been downgraded to questionable. It has not passed the league concussion protocol.
Well, that's it for this week's show. Join us next week on Super Bowl Sunday in Santa Clara, California for our Magnum Edition show. Now a word from our sponsors.